Frank Vogel introduced as what everybody here in town clearly knows wasn't the first choice to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. And that happens on the day that Magic Johnson goes on First Take and torches the Lakers like it's King's Landing. What do you think LeBron's thinking this very morning, Chris?
I think things probably make a little more sense to him. That, Magic didn't quit on the team, but if Magic wasn't allowed to do what he was brought in to do, then he doesn't have time to sit around and be a figurehead. I don't think Magic really destroyed the Lakers. I think he told us what's going on there. And for a lot of us, we understand what players and people in basketball that don't care about the outcomes think of the Lakers. And I'm not just saying that as somebody that went through the Lakers or played against them. I've been a Laker fan my whole life. Mm-hmm. And so you're kind of, you're kind of seeing the truth. I mean, I think it's just that simple. Why wouldn't you have Magic be able to make decisions? Why wouldn't you hire Ty Lue? Because the optics don't look good. When you got LeBron, you knew that you were going to probably have to hire a guy that he liked. What's wrong with that? You do the same for Brady. If he didn't have Belichick, you always try to find a quarterback coach. And so anytime you're in a situation where you hired the coach from the Sacramento Kings and they didn't make the playoffs and you're talking about free agents or something like that, and then you're misleading yourself. You're just stuck in the narrative that everybody wants to go to L.A. like they can't live there in the summer, and that they want to take on the beast of the media and the pressure and have that be thrust upon them without the responsibility being thrust throughout the organization. So I think it's the truth, and it's what a lot of us already kind of thought that was going on in there. And I know Magic smiles and tend to think he's a nice guy or aloof, but he's part of the joke. He knows what's going on, and once he couldn't be part of the remedy, I see why he got the hell out of Dodge. What you're gonna shoot him and not let him make any decisions. It reminds me of the old football saying, if you're gonna, what did Parcells say? Was it Parcells or who said that
the groceries.
They want you to cook without doing a little shopping and getting your own groceries? And so, Frank Vogel is not the guy that free agents are going to come looking forward to play for. From his time in Indiana to his time in Sacramento, he's a good coach. But we're talking about super free agents and the fact that everything has to be right to try to recruit them. And the fact he came from a losing team and basically Sacramento and L.A. switched coaches, that doesn't do much for the narrative or the story to make anyone enthusiastic. And it's not Coach Vogel's fault. It's just all the talk that was done before then.
Well, I mean, I hear you on the why not hire a guy for LeBron statement. I do want to offer a little
coach.
No, you're right. Yeah, I do want to offer a little bit of pushback on the other part of it, where Magic, when he said goodbye in some, there's no other way to put it, strange, bizarre press conference that even LeBron on his HBO show was questioning about getting zero heads up on from Magic. He didn't say at the time I wasn't allowed to make my choice. He said I wanted to fire Luke, and I just don't have. That's not who I am. I'm not the guy who fires people, or alters families like that. And now to come out on First Take the day that Vogel is announced, and I know that was apparently prearranged. It was a different story, Chris. That was the thing that was left me scratching my head yesterday.
I don't know if it was a different story or if he just stopped in frustration. First of all, let's be honest that was not a good look, that you would quit and not tell Janie Buss. So I'm not absolving him in any of the way that anything was expressed.
Right.
And the interview yesterday was pre-planned, but I think what happened was that he tried to quit and get away from it, and everyone kept dragging him down and saying, wow, Magic quit and did this and did that, and then he had to come back and say, okay, y'all want the truth? Well, this is what happened. So I don't look at it as a change of story. I think that, he didn't want to tell all the dirty stuff, and then he kept being pushed, and his character kept being questioned, and then he said, okay, you want to know what happened? This is what happened. So I look at it more as, him trying to, I can't say take the high road because he did it unceremoniously the way that he announced, but within that, I would say that he wasn't trying to put his foot on the throat of the Lakers in any type of way, and he had to come out and defend himself, and this is what we were hearing behind the scenes anyway when he abruptly quit. So it made it made sense. But everybody's culpable. But again, the fact remains you hired Frank Vogel to be the head coach, and that fact remains he is not better than Ty Lue. Everybody talks about Ty Lue as if he did not win a championship. That's what's hilarious to me. Everyone acts like he can't coach because he won a championship for LeBron. Well, who else won a championship for LeBron? People don't talk about Spoelstra like that, and he had LeBron, D-Wade, and Shaq on the team.
And then
so he's a great coach, and I think that he should have been considered. And I think that more free agents listen and like Ty Lue than the media. I think it's the media that doesn't really respect his coaching acumen, and I think it was a mistake not to hire him because if you don't win a championship in these 3 years, this whole project has been a mistake. And how would you hire a coach that never won a championship to win a championship with the guy that won a championship? And it's a last desperate play. I don't get it.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.